My beloved Madridistas, welcome back to the channel. Very quick update. Unfortunately, we are reminded every single week that our beloved Real Madrid plays in the most corrupt league in all of Europe. Certainly, it's disgusting. Let me talk about some of the latest things that happened this week. Also, just my thoughts on kind of where the team is at the moment, and a couple of thoughts ahead of the Celta match tomorrow. Let's get started. Right, Madridistas, welcome back. Let me just mention three things that happened this week that just remind us of the putrid, disgusting corruption inside La Liga. It's so tragic that our beloved Real Madrid has to play in this league. It really is. First of all, let's talk about the Jude Bellingham red card and the 2-game sanction. Real Madrid appealed. You're able to appeal a decision which is, in theory, reviewed, and then a decision is made. So Real Madrid appealed the 2-game ban, which of course was rejected. Now, it is so absurd. I mean, not only was Jude's goal disallowed in the most mysterious, improbable way, and we all saw it, but he didn't do anything. I mean, he said it's a fucking goal. I mean, that's not a personal insult. He wasn't aggressive. He didn't attack the ref. I mean, let's not forget that this guy, right, played in the Spanish league for years, running around biting people, yelling at refs in their face, calling them cagones, basically telling them that, they're shitting their pants. Nothing ever happened. I think Luis Suarez, I got one red card, I think, in a Copa del Rey. I don't think he ever got one in La Liga. It's unbelievable. The different standards that are applied to Real Madrid players as opposed to certainly Barça players, it's absolutely disgusting. Now, let me tell you something else about Gil Manzano. Have a look at this. Listen to this.
It's so poor. All right, it's so bad. How can you be that bad? Honestly, put him in paint.
All right. That's Declan Rice telling Gil Manzano, the same ref, that he was fucking paid and that there's fucking corruption. What did Gil Manzano do about that? Absolutely nothing, right? But Jude Bellingham, just for protesting, he gets a 2-game ban and a red card. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, if that weren't enough, did you all? I don't know if any of you saw the Barça match against Mallorca last night. This is a picture of a penalty that was given to Rafinha. Now, I watched it and I couldn't believe my eyes. If you guys want to go on YouTube, have a look at it. Have a look at the Rafinha play and look at the penalty that was awarded to Barça. It's the most ridiculous thing anybody has ever seen. Look, the federation, I've told you guys before in previous videos, half of this country loves Real Madrid and the other half hates Real Madrid. But the half that hates Real Madrid is completely in charge of the football federation, the ref organization, the TVs, the replays, the VAR. It's unbelievably systemic. Unfortunately, have a look at that penalty and tell me it's not ridiculous. Barça needs to come in second place, come hell or high water, because they need to play in the Supercopa in Saudi Arabia so they can collect their 30 million euros or whatever, because the club is broke. So everybody is pushing to make absolutely sure that Barça comes in second. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, the third thing that happened this week, to remind us of the kind of league that we're in, the Spanish Football Federation is now trying to file a lawsuit against Real Madrid Television, because Real Madrid Television puts on videos where they review matches and they review referee decisions, and all they do is replay what happened in reality. But somehow that's controversial, right? Paying millions of dollars to refs and completely adulterating the entire competition, that's okay. But Real Madrid, just by showing replays on their channel, somehow, that's a criminal offense. It's disgusting. So unfortunately, this week we've been reminded on 3 separate occasions of the league that we're in. It's incredibly disappointing. But anyway, all right, let's move on to footballing issues. I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of where the team is, because that performance against Leipzig was so disappointing, and yeah, I think we're all a little bit concerned. But I think if we zoom out a little bit, okay, let's look at where we are. Okay, we're in the last 8 of the Champions League, and we're here in the Liga in a really strong position. So I think if you consider all of the injuries that we'd had, this year, and these are the 3 most important ones: Courtois, Alaba, and Militao. If you take into account all of the injuries that we've had, forcing players like Tchouaméni to play in much more defensive roles, than they ever have, even center back, asking Camavinga to play left back. I mean, considering all of the, kind of patch solutions that Ancelotti has had to come up with, I mean, I think that we're in a pretty good place. And, Militao will be coming back, Courtois will be coming back. So I think all in all, despite that horrible performance against Leipzig, I think we should be pretty happy with sort of where we are, all things considered. But now, in terms of the Celta match, not that much to say. I mean, here you see where Celta is; they're sort of bottom of the table. I think that Ancelotti learned his mistake in the Leipzig match. None of these defensive experiments, please. I think that we're going to play in a much more offensive manner. I do think that with Jude unable to play, I think that will open up minutes for possibly Ibrahim, Modric. I would expect to see more minutes, and maybe an Arda Güler, which is something I think we all want to see. And then in terms of defense, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fran Garcia play part of the match or all of the match, even Lucas Vázquez. So it's the kind of match where I think you can rotate and give players rest. But again, I think we'll go back to playing our traditional style, our attacking football, and kind of get away from that horrible Leipzig performance. But anyway, I just wanted to share sort of my thoughts and some of the stuff happening around here the last few days. I'll definitely do a video after the Celta match and give you my thoughts on that, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, a la Madrid.